It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, game 2 of this 4-game set between the Jaguars and the Cobras. It's a battle of elite pitchers next on MLB Network. David Lund, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
At the plate, Edmundo Ayala, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here today. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Blue skies forecasted this afternoon, 58 degrees here at first pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit. So now to the plate, Alex Santana, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. 302 is the average coming in, 6 home runs and 16 RBIs. Oh, and that is right down the middle for strike 2.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
The 0-2 once more is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Nick W. is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Ayala leads off first with 1 away. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Working for the punch out and the offering. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And this one is gone. A home run.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly. Just like that, they take the lead.
Standing in now, Luke Wagner, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
1-1 the count. He's set, now the pitch. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Zane Oaks stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Cobra Cole will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
Now to the plate, Mark Lacey. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Not shortstop, Mark Lacey.
Pitch on the way. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1. Fellas, you take a look at these guys as they get onto the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. They suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. A little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
You know, Matty, when I look at this lineup at first glance, the fact that they're last in doubles doesn't mean a whole lot to me. But then you got to say to yourself, if they're not driving the ball in the gap, they're certainly not driving it out of the ballpark. So this offense has to clean it up, play a little bit differently, be a little bit more aggressive on the base pass, because you can't expect them to string a ton of hits together.
Settling in now, Paul Taylor. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. From the stretch. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Hit on the ground to third. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Second inning set to go, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Eric Evans.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Called strike 0-2. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. Striding in, Jose Ramos. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. Ramos, a native of Puerto Rico. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Well, we've seen a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on in this game. So I think the game plan on that pitch right there was to try to bounce one and try to get to the chase again.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Cobra Cole. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Got to be careful with this guy here. He can really handle the bat. Even though they're 2 outs, he might try to drop one down for a base hit.
He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Last half of the second set to go, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Brad Benton.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The The 1-0 home. Now he extends nicely, and this ball driven to right field and deep. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first down.
Okay, here's a defense for the away team. And one of the best guys on the defensive side of the ball today is going to be manning left field. Unbelievable range out there, the ability to go back on balls, not fearful of the wall at all, and has a strong and accurate arm.
To the plate now, Michael Wright, as he'll take a look at ball one. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 6 home runs and 14 driven in. That evens it up 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. Wagner goes to get it. And the throw to first is there to record the second out. Set to get his day started, Richard Wise, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is hit the other way out toward left field. W is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Nothing doing here this half. We've played 2 full. The Jaguars on top 2-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and stepping up as the shortstop, Edmundo Ayala. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball one. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now the pitch. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's one gone in the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Alex Santana, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. One-0 count. Here it is. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Called strike 2 as he locks him up there.
He's in complete command of his two-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And he is in complete control now. 7 strikeouts as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Into the box, Nick W. as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. down.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Wise is right there, and that will retire the side. So digging in now, Sean McKee, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nope.
Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
At the plate now, Glenn Suarez. As he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike one. No one out with a runner at second. This is in the air out to right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? So here now is the pitcher, David Lund, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set and the pitch.
Nope, outside.
The 1-1 home. Taken, strike two. One out and a runner on third. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and one out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
At the plate, Mark Lacey. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
Now the 1-0.
That's a ball.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
From the belt, the pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Scooped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. All set for the start of the fourth. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Luke Wagner.
Wagner.
50th pitch of the game on its way. In there, strike one.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. And it's 1-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Edgardo Peralta waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep into the bleachers and gone. Solo shot to right center. Number 10 for him on the year, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
So now to the plate, Edgardo Peralta. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one.
1-1.
One and two.
Yep, 1-2.
Fouled away. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
To the plate now, Zane Oaks. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Outside, 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And he'll just lay this one in there. 3-1. One out, nobody on. There's ball 4.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
In now, Eric Evans. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Now a move over to first. down the stretch. And that misses inside 1-0.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Now a throw over to first. Runner back safely. Now the 1-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Jose Ramos is on deck. Here's the 3-0 pitch.
Count 3-1.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Runners on first with one down. Hit the other way out toward right field. McKee is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jose.
Into the box now, Jose Ramos. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Fly ball right down the line in left. Wise will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So one run on one hit, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Jaguars are out in front here, 3-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Jonathan Adkins.
Jonathan Adkins.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a high pop-up. Ramos waits on it. 1 out.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Paul Taylor. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And it's fouled away.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Oh, 0-1 count and the pitch.
1-1.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Hey. 2-2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Brad Benton is on deck. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now. Just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Into the box now, Brad Benton, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0-1, here it comes. And he fouls this one off. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Ready to go in the top of the fifth, and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Cobra Cole. On its way is pitch number 75. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Edmundo Ayala is on deck. This one's down to third. He's got it. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in once again, Edmundo Ayala. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Yanked on the ground down the line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. One out, nobody on. Fouled off. And he misses there, 1-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Super play right there from the shortstop. Talk about showing off those hops. This was destined to be a base hit into the outfield.
Stepping in, Alex Santana. First pitch on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guy is coming up, and see if he can extend the inning.
2-0 now. Pitch on the way. The swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. Into the cove and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now as they move on top 4-0.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
In now, Nick W. as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now here's the pitch. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Jupiter is out in front here, 4-0. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and next to hit is the catcher, Michael Wright.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
He's set. Here it comes. Wright is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of. 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
The 2-0 on the way.
Hey! Count is 2-1.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
The 3-1. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup. Back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
Standing in now, Richard Wise, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Outside, that's a ball.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there. At the plate now, Sean McKee, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
Ready on 1 and 2. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More from MLB Network Saturday Baseball after this. Jeremy Kilpatrick takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Jeremy Kilpatrick.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and stepping in the long ball threat, Luke Wagner.
Luke Wagner.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets ahead 0-1. Kilpatrick, originally from Mississippi. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
And another base hit for him. Now 3 for 3 in this one.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
At the plate, Edgardo Peralta, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. One and 1 the count now. From the belt, the pitch. A runner at first with no outs here. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
To the plate now, Zane Oaks. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And it's gone into the arcade section. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
So now to the plate, Eric Evans. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
Now the 2-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jose Ramos.
At the plate, Jose Ramos. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Aye. Ball, that's in.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Whoa,
And 2-2. Now here it comes. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Ball 4.
Take your base.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
So stepping in, Cobra Cole. From the stretch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. Late that time for a strike.
1-1.
2 out with the man at first. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Swing and a liner. Foul. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Jupiter leads it 6-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Glenn Suarez will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Here's the pitch.
1-0.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
The 1-0. On the ground to third. Right to him. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The pitcher, number 30, Jeremy Kilpatrick.
Manny Minton will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Inside here with a cutter, as he's lucky that one didn't get him. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
1 strike.
Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Well, that thing was riding inside and starting to rise, but I think he was lucky that it caught him in the fleshy part of his upper arm. Getting hit in the soft tissue is always better than the elbow or the wrist.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Mark Lacey. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Popped him up. Ramos will have room there as he puts it away in front of the dugout for out number 2.
The center fielder, number 32, Jonathan Adkins.
Ready for another shot now, Jonathan Adkins. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Oaks is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Barry Sneed enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Stepping into the box, Edmundo Ayala.
The shortstop, Edmundo Ayala.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Now the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Turned on down the line, and that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like it had extra bases written all over it. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
Into the box now, Alex Santana. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Standing in now, Nick W. as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And this is knocked down on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the 2nd out at first.
Now back, catcher, Luke Wagner.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Luke Wagner. He singled his last time up. From the belt, kicks and deals. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
The 1-2. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Wise retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Paul Taylor, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Into the box, Brad Benton, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. No hits to this point. The 1-0. High and deep down the left field line. Oh, he brought it back.
Really nice play right there. One of the things that was great about this, he was able to get close to the stands, get a good read on where the fans were, and track that one all the way into the glove. Terrific play on a ball that was definitely going to be out of play.
So striding in, Michael Wright, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
In today's game, with velocity and exploding breaking stuff, you have to find a way to control the strike zone as a unit. They haven't been able to do that today, swinging at way too many pitches outside the zone.
Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
So he goes back-to-back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Stepping up now, Edgardo Peralta.
For the Jaguars, the second baseman, Edgardo Peralta.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball and no strikes. Here it is. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him as this lead swells to 7-0. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Eric Evans waits on deck. Base is empty here with nobody out. Now a slider here, but this will miss off the plate away, and it's ball 4.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Now at the plate, Eric Evans. He's set, and the pitch. And he takes ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble.
Many guys fall victim to the breaking ball and want to get out in front of it, and they end up rolling it over to the pull side. Batter was able to execute, stay inside, keep his hands back, and drive it the other way.
Michael Jordan comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. In now, Jose Ramos. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. And the second runner will stop at third. And they're at the corners now with nobody out.
Cobras.
To the plate now, Cobra Cole, as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And that sinking fastball didn't sink, it stayed high. 1-1 home.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
All even now, 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
Now batting.
Ready now, Edmundo, Ayala, and their runners at the corners now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. 1 there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors and a runner left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Jaguars lead this one 8-0. So striding forward now, Richard Wise. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Here comes the first pitch.
Oh, that's good.
And he commits to the pitch inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike 1. The 1-1 home. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Sean McKee. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one runs up high. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Line to the right side. Oakes back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Suarez.
Coming to the plate now, Glenn Suarez, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First offering on its way.
Nope, that's down.
Oh, here's a shot out to right center. Around first, digging for 2. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their second hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave them out there now.
King Giles will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. Ball one. He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
Yeah.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
Hey.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
2 strikes to count.
High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in. Throw into second. The throw, and he's tagged out at second. But one run does come in to score on the play before the inning comes to an end. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left. 9th inning coming up. The Jaguars lead it 8-1. Ed Robinson enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. So now to the plate, Alex Santana. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Robinson has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Count is full, 3-2.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
At the plate now, Nick W. as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Now the 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Hit in the air to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Luke Wagner.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Luke Wagner. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Oh, that's
Fastball just misses. That's ball one. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Here's the pitch. And he lays off a pitch just below the knees. It's 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Mark Lacey starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The pitch. That one doesn't even sniff the zone. Missing very high. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's the first out.
The center fielder, number 32, Jonathan Atkins.
Striding into the box, Jonathan Atkins. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And it's off the second archway. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
Here's the 4th hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double. We'll see if they can build on it here.
Into the box now, Paul Taylor. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0. Fouled away. Count is 1-2 now. 1 out and a runner on second base. Hit high in the air down the right field line. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. He pulls into third safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
First baseman, number 9,
That triple just seems to be par for the course for him of late.
Yeah, Matty, he's seen the ball extremely well. There's no doubt about that. You can see here that the body is calm. He keeps his hands back, and he just explodes through the baseball, winding up at third with another RBI under his belt.
Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So a strong performance here as he worked his way into the ninth, but he'll let the bullpen try and close with the final 2 outs. Tyler Cunningham enters from the bullpen, hoping to get the final 2 outs and put this one into the win column. Stepping in now, Brad Benton, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Benton brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to, because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Cunningham, an Arkansas native. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point. Pause and the 0-2, and the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
At the plate, Michael Wright. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 is a sharp slider taken low for a ball.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Men on third with 2 down. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And the slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. Hard liner to center field, and a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, Hero. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Standing in now, Richard Wise, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Ready with the 0-1.
That's out.
Oh, right back to him on the mound. Throw on to first is in time to get him, and the Jaguars have come back to even up this 4-game series at a game apiece as this one is over. 8-3 is today's final. The Jaguars jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Cobra Cole earns his 5th winner of the year, turning in 8 1/3 of quality work. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 8 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the home team, 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 34 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Greyhounds and the Blazers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Justin Johnson is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They have not been playing all that well, to put it charitably, as they come into this one losers of 7 straight games. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Richardson is right there, one down.
Batting second, the second baseman, Albert Montalvo.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Albert Montalvo. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. 0-1 the count. Johnson is coming up on a nice milestone in his career. He's just a small handful of victories away from 100 in his time at the major league level. 1 out, nobody on. Hard hit ball to second, fielded cleanly, and the off balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Digging in now, Dave Baggett, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
0-1's the count.
2 out, nobody on. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
All even now, 2-2. And another foul ball. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Oh, got him looking at the two-seamer, and that'll end it. Bryant Ballard, a Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Now to the plate, Richardson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Richardson.
Pitch on the way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
Behind 0-2 now. Now here it comes. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Of course the crowd is going to get on him a little bit here, but I find it hard to believe there was any intention there. Bottom of the first, you never want to dig yourself a hole on the mound just to send a message.
So coming to the plate, Lucius Rojas. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1.
Down 1-1.
Richardson aboard here at first with no